All right, we are live. How's it
All
going?
right. Hot and sweaty.
Hot and sweaty. Yeah, it's kind of warm in here. My little air conditioner unit needs to be serviced, and I was gonna have it say went out right before the 4th, and so I was gonna call someone out, but
Yeah.
it was gonna cost me instead of like $100 and something service charge, it was gonna be a $500 and something service charge.
Yep.
So I went to Target and bought a $40 fan, tower fan, and I have it sucking air in from the rest of the house into this room. So
You're,
I'm all right. It's just these lights up here, you know,
you're tolerable.
tolerable, tolerable. Well, what are you sipping on, man?
A little bit of shoot. Redwood Empire.
Redwood Empire from California, and that's a blend of a whole bunch of stuff. They say it
Hmm.
was distilled in California, Indiana, Tennessee, Kentucky, and I think even somewhere else. I don't remember
Dang.
what it was, but it's a big blend.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking about that. I call it the Distiller's Infinity bottle.
Yep. A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Whatever's handy.
All right, so let me give a shout out here. We've got I know Gawani was here first, and he was here for a little while. Lori showed up. We've got Sugar Kitty. We've got you, of course. We've got Big Daddy H. I know we have 8 on the eyeball, so we have more out there. But
Raven.
and that'll usually pick up here in a little bit. But we have an exciting thing tonight, a little bit different. I had a little more time this evening to get the top 10 ready. And so tonight's top 10 is unusual road signs from around the world.
Hmm.
Now, it's only unusual to us, I guess, if we're not there.
Yeah.
But, some people may be watching the show and it may not seem unusual at all to them. But this was, I forget the site I got it from, but I got the pictures to show.
Cool.
So I've got the slide presentation on that. So I'm going to go ahead and get this first one out there. And all anybody has to do is
Well,
put
you gonna
hashtag.
you gonna show us the pictures first, or put the hashtag up first?
Yeah, and oh, shoot, I dropped myself out before the show, so let me pull those slides back up. And here's the first one. So the first
Let's see.
one it comes to us from Australia, and it is Kangaroo Crossing. So all anybody
Okay.
has to do to enter into this quarterly drawing for a chance, and this is for a chance for 10 entries to that quarterly drawing, is simply put the hashtag in the chat. Now, capitalization does not matter, but you have to spell it exactly right, or exactly how I spelled it, put it that way. And I have been known to misspell something from time to time as I'm rushing through these things. So, but you have to put it exactly the way I spell it. The easiest thing to do is just copy and paste it if you're on a PC, but I know phones and stuff like that are a little
Yep.
different. I didn't tell you what I'm drinking tonight.
Hmm.
So there's the Kangaroo Crossing. I'm going to bring that back down, and we'll
The
we'll,
ro-
we'll bring up the next picture here shortly.
road
Uh,
crossing.
yeah. So I'm drinking one of Big Daddy H's favorite, mine too, for what I would call a first of the night bourbon. It's 44% alcohol, so 88 proof. It's the original Duke in the old bottle, and
Okay.
you can see I've been nursing on this thing. Finally broke down though, and this one says Monument Valley Distilleries or distillers on the top and all that. Now a lot of things have changed. So John Wayne's grandson found his super stash of whiskeys and a lot of John Wayne's notes he had written down about what he likes about whiskey. So he founded Duke
Hmm.
and tried to recreate his father or grandfather's favorite whiskey in his honor. Now, of course, he's already dead. He can't come say yay or nay, but
Yeah.
now we have the new Duke. Now, the word on the street here, I'm trying to get this where you can see it. The word on the street here is that This is now being distilled, same mash bill, which is 75% yellow dent corn, 13% rye. They don't give an exact strain of rye, and then 12% 6-row malted barley. So it should be the same, similar. The difference is though the first one didn't have an age statement on it, and now it has a 5-year minimum. It is a blend, but on their site they say 5 to 10 year barrels blended together, but they put the 5-year age on it.
Okay. Well, got to be more better at 5 years.
Well,
I think Still Austin, Nancy picks are going to be 5 years from now on.
yeah,
Well,
5 years
starting.
is a pretty good little sweet spot on stuff. Now this one is pretty light in color.
Mhm.
The next one's a teeny bit darker. I think the more time in the barrel, probably.
Hey there, Ben. And Dude Classic.
Mm.
Elizabeth Gillespie.
Oh yeah. I hope I tagged her right. She came up. I put an at. A lot of people don't. I can't sign them when they get new entries or whatever because they don't have a channel page or whatever. But if I can tag somebody, I try. But sometimes people have a name, like Steve Wills or something, and I there's 12 of them. I don't know which one they are. So I don't put the at sign on there. But anyway, what are we playing for? We are playing for it.
24 nose and kit.
3 sample bourbons, a Bourbon Bounty laser engraved logo whiskey glass, and a virtual private tasting with me. That's prize number 1. Number 2 is 2 ounces of anything on my shelf. Anything you pick. If you don't pick, I'll pick for you. And I won't give you garbage either. And then and a glass, and it can be 2 of the same, 2 ounces of the same thing, or 2 1-ounce pours. And then third prize is just a glass. But we've added the halfway mark giveaway.
Yep.
So the halfway mark is supers only, but you get 10 entries per every $1 to that. I track those separately, but you also get 10 entries to the quarterly drawing with that as well. So it's a double entry. But that's for a bottle of, and what's the bottle this time?
I think we decided on the newest release of Still Austin. It's their red corn bottled in bond.
Yeah.
And it's distillery only. So unless you get down here to Austin and go to the distillery, you can't get one. Or if you happen to know somebody that lives in Austin that can swing by there and pick you one up, or flies in, however, Other than that, it's going to be a hard one to find. And it's really good. I've already opened my bottle of it up and tried it out. I really like it. It's quite tasty.
And it's bottled in bond, so 100 proof.
100 proof.
So back in the day, they thought that was the only proof it was supposed to be.
They use red corn and white corn, and I think maybe a little bit of rye and some barley. I believe is that mash bill. I'd have to look it up to make sure, but I know it's red corn and white corn. The red corn is like an heirloom corn,
right?
And then the white corn instead of the yellow dent,
right? Yeah.
So it's quite good.
Yeah, and that yellow dent's what I'm dealing with on this Duke here. But this Duke's got a real fruity flavor to it. I called it fruit salad bourbon when I first tried it. It's really, really good.
That's not bad. I've swapped the bourbons now. I'm on to your Elijah Craig 18 year.
18. Now that's like I said, that's going to taste a lot like Elijah Craig, but it's going to have a real silky mouthfeel to it. It's you can taste, you can feel the age on it, on the palate.
Yep. Yeah, that's quite good.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you can't go wrong if you age it right. If you age a bourbon in a cool, dry place, put the barrel in, in a.
Well, I mean, with the color on it, they aged it real slow and low in the rick house
Low and slow.
because
Yep.
it's not super dark. I've seen 3 4 year stuff down here in Texas. It's double dark as that.
Oh yeah. Mm. But if
It's
you
good.
could you imagine aging something 18 years
Uh,
in high heat?
Man, you wouldn't have much left.
You have well, what you would have left would be probably syrup, coffee
Yeah,
in the bottom of a barrel about that deep.
yeah. 55 gallon drum. You wind up with about that much in it.
Yeah, we got 4 bottles out of
Yep.
that.
18 year and 5 bottles out of the whole barrel.
Yeah. Now that Pappy, I know they keep it way down,
Mm,
basement level stuff. Cool, dry. When they're aging that stuff, the old rips a little higher than that. They base it based on where they put it in the rick house of how long it's going to be there.
oh yeah.
Well, and
Yep.
they're doing barrel selections too. They're
Oh yeah.
going through because Pappy's Weller.
Yep.
And they're going through and they're taking tastes out of these barrels as they're maturing, and they're like, "Oh, take this one and put it downstairs or whatever."
Yep. This one's getting along right along the right lines. It
Yep,
just needs to age a little slower, and we can call this one Rip or Pappy.
Pappy or whichever. And then sometimes they'll put it down, and then if this one, I don't think it's going to quite make a Pappy. Let's move it up to an old Rip
Yep.
and finish aging it up there, and then I'm sure that they're moving barrels around. Wouldn't that
Oh
be a
yeah.
hell of a life to go around and taste barrels all the time?
Well, tasting wouldn't be that bad as long as you weren't in the rick house doing it too much. Because those guys, they get hot. I mean, I
Oh,
used to
yeah, they
live in
get hot.
Kentucky. Trust me, it gets hot and muggy in Kentucky. It's hot and muggy down here right now. Reminds me a lot of Kentucky.
Tater
But
Dom, dude, classic thrash
hey,
life. How's it going, guys? Whiskey Uncensored Bourbon is here. All right, we are in the middle of a hashtag kangaroo crossing. Let me back up on my slide and I'll show you the sign. I've got visuals for this tonight. So here's your kangaroo crossing sign in Australia.
ooh, that looked dry and hot too.
Oh, that's red dirt dry right there.
Mm. Oof.
Yeah, and everything in Australia is made to kill you, I guess.
either poke you or kill you, one of the two.
One of the two. Yeah, I used to watch him damn Foster's commercials from Australia, and they had that one where that boulder fell down, and you couldn't see anything but his boots sticking out, and
Yeah.
he goes, "Ow," and it said, "Cry baby."
Yeah, they had some pretty good commercials. They needed them. That beer is horrible.
Yeah, Foster's isn't. I just every once in a while I'll go and get the ale and the lager, the green
Mhm.
can, blue can, the what they call the oil can, the
Yeah.
big fatty.
Just to remind you how bad it is.
Yeah, yep. And but I never try to drink out of that can. That's a two fister, and then
Oh,
it's got a
geez.
tiny little hole, to drink
Yeah,
out of. I always
man.
pour it in a lager glass or whatever.
Kind of reminds me of that other beer with the flip top uh, ceramic cork in it.
Oh, Kolsch,
Uh, yeah, gross.
a Grolsch. That's what it is, Grolsch.
Yeah, yeah,
Ugh.
that's what it was. It was gross.
Oh my gosh. Well,
Oh,
that Mickey's the Bumblebee,
no,
Mickey's
Mickey's
Big
Big
Mouth. Well,
Mouth.
that's malt liquor, so
Yeah.
I don't
Ooh.
do malt liquor.
Oh, I did. I stopped doing that after high school.
Yes, sir. Well, if you didn't have very many and you wanted a good buzz quick,
Yeah,
that was the cheapest way to do it was malt liquor.
yeah,
The
yeah.
problem is the
They're
problem
they're
was as
doing.
I got older, I would say, oh well, I drink like 10 beer,
Yeah.
and so I would get like an ale that was higher ABV or a malt liquor or something like that, and hell, I would sit there and drink 8 9 of them, and then go whoopsie,
Yep.
because when I
Yeah.
was drinking like 9 or 10, it was like 3.2 alcohol by volume. It's like,
Yeah. Shoot, a lot of the ones that I drink are like five plus. Like you could bust loose with a Goose Island or something like that. What is that? 10 to 14.
Oh,
So
now those, yeah,
you
those
don't drink but one or two of those. You're like, that's enough.
1.5 is plenty on those. Oh, it's 7 o'clock. Guess what that means? I just saw some more ones coming in. So we're going to share this screen
All right.
and
Cheers, Brian.
StreamYard
Slapshot.
giveaway tool. Good luck, everybody. 11 people on the wheel. Oh, did you put in on this one, Mr. Great Shot?
Yep.
Okay. And
Yeah, I put in for if I win, we can give those to Guani
that's Lori.
because he's been the wheel has not been kind to Guani here recently. So
No,
I
it
figure he
hasn't.
needs a few.
All right. That was Lori's.
All right,
Anytime it
come
lands on
on.
me, Lori is visually impaired. I give her those entries. Mr.
There
Oh,
it
look at
is.
there. Gawani.
Guani won.
We're
Excellent.
we're actually rigging it in his favor tonight.
He's getting two shots at it.
All right, let me set the next one up. Yeah, Mark's like, man, this wheel's been beating Gawani up. That was our surprise, Gawani. You get. I just didn't want to come out with a surprise, and then it never land on Mark.
Yep.
So, all right, now this one, copy this and start it, and then I'll show the picture. This one comes to us from Russia. And basically it's no passing, but they call it no overtaking.
Oh.
So that's what I'm putting in the chat. Hashtag no overtaking.
Well, it does look like it's kind of going uphill and curving left. So.
Well, there is a solid white line, but that just looks more to me like some country road in either state, straight across from where I live in North Carolina, all the way through Arkansas, Oklahoma, all of that, than Russia. But I guess that's Russia. Okay, they got green stuff there too, I guess.
Hey there, Jimmy.
Jimmy, he got here just in time for no overtaking in Russia. I'm not going to pronounce any of these though. Not the real names, not what they call them. But yeah, that was it. So anyway, we have visuals tonight.
Hey, Uptown, baby. I like this one.
Mm-hmm. That's a good one. I mean, I'm getting.
I'm guessing it probably wouldn't quite be worth the price, but I don't know what they would. What's an average bottle of this stuff? Well, if you could even find it nowadays, I would.
If you can find it, Kathy Bates, what's up? If you can find that bottle, I got a good deal on it because the guy brought it from the back and didn't upcharge me that much on it. I mean, he made a little off of it, but he said putting it behind the glass, it was going to be $350. Dang. I did not pay near that much for it. I'm not going to tell you how much I paid for it, but I didn't pay near that much. But he said, I said, damn, $350. He said, and someone will buy it.
Yep.
Yep.
He's a tailor born every day. Well, we're paraphrasing. What was it? Rigby brother? Rigby? Is that one who said that? Is a sucker born every day?
Sucker born every day. Well, Whiskey Uncensored just said, damn, Mark is a beautiful gentleman.
Oh, that means we need to get Ben some glasses then, because he's getting rough on his vision there. Wait a minute. Do I look fuzzy? Okay. Yeah, maybe a little bit. That's good. Yeah, last time you'll see this view behind me for sure. I'm moving out this weekend.
All
to
right.
a new place. So.
Well, now Twisted got her new home, and you're about to have your new home. I'm still trying to make this one right.
There you go. Thank you, Sugar Kitty. P.T. Barnum. That's who I was trying to think of.
Yep.
Oh, Last Night's Jeopardy. Yeah, I get some of those answers right.
So, whew, man, what? This has been a short week. I almost forgot. Well, I almost forgot last night. we play cards with the family. I do every other Wednesday evening, and it's based on my son's schedule. He has to go through deployments. He's a Salesforce engineer working for a company, and they develop all this, stuff, and they deploy.
Okay.
And he has to work a little later on those Wednesdays, but it's only every 2 weeks. It's probably their
Okay.
change control schedule or whatever for deployment of new stuff. But anyway, so every other week we play cards, and I had Monday and Tuesday off this week because it was the 4th was on a Tuesday,
Yeah.
and it was my first day back to work yesterday, and it got to around like 4 or 5 o'clock at night, and I'm like, "Holy crap, are we playing cards tonight?" And I texted, the group,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Yeah, we're game. Yeah, we're in." I'm like, "Woo!" I almost forgot. RB showed up. He's in the house here
Hey.
tonight with us. And I will go on ahead and show that sign one more time for anyone just showing up. I have visuals tonight. I'm not going to waste them. I've got my slides set up. So there's no overtaking in Russia, the sign. There we go. The next one kind of looks like a gas station sign, but we'll get to it in a minute. I don't know why it reminds me of something else, but. And I'm sipping on Duke, very familiar to me. I think I could pick this particular one here. I think I could pick it out of a group with blind. I definitely do. It's that distinctive to me. Nice fruity. There's an underlying peach note to it in the background. I love peach.
I don't know that I could pick out this Elijah Craig with other ones. This one, it doesn't stand out as being as old as it actually is.
No, but I think though, if you had a blind Elijah Craig and that beside it, then I think you would nail it every time. All right,
like a B 523 or whatever. One of those.
Well, I mean, just regular Elijah Craig and then the 18-year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
you
then
definitely should be able to pick it out
you'll
over that.
be able to pick the difference. It's not that much darker once I pour it, but it is a teeny bit darker. I'm picking up a little more spice on the nose on this one, but that was the proverbial neck pour there. So I'm going to get a little air in it here to make sure. That's subjective, Guani, and I'll tell you, I've got a lot of stuff that is fantastic to me in different ways, but one that's highly available that I think anybody can. It depends on ABV too. You want to drink if you want to drink a higher ABV, a barrel proof or cask strength or whatever. You're going to get more notes out of it. But one of my favorites behind me back here low, I keep my Old Forester lineup back here. I like the 1910 and 1920 both. I like the 1920 a little better, but it's a little higher ABV.
Yeah, it's not much. What's the 20s? What, 115? And
not 10, the same. It's not the same.
Oh, the Dukes?
Yep, not the same. Damn it. Oh, but it's still good. It's just it's not the same. I'm sad now. Let me hang on. There. Yeah, because you can't find the other one anymore.
Yeah.
I need to find an old Dusty somewhere where they've got like 3 bottles sitting there. I guarantee you I'd walk out with every one of them if they'd let me. That old Duke.
Well, if they've been sitting around that long, you probably could walk out with all 3 of them.
Mm-hmm. Similar, not the same.
Yeah.
It's just not quite as good. I think John Wayne would have been prouder of the first one.
Yep.
Than this one. I had my hopes, man. I had my hopes. It's still good. And I like I said, that Grand Cru up there is really, really good. Favorite bourbon overall? I really, man, the Bellmead Cast Strength is good. Let me spin this thing.
You mean the special reserve or whatever it was?
Yeah, the one you can't get anymore.
Mm. I
All
got a
right,
bottle of
here we
stash
go.
bag.
Good luck, everybody. No overtaking in Russia.
I got one of those bottles
Oh,
stacked back.
look at there.
Yeah.
All right, now that's a double plus 10.
That's for Guani want to go.
Boy, Gawani is going to make a killing tonight. Here we go. And then no more Mr. Great Shot in this spin. Oh, whiskey
Oh,
uncensored.
all right. Bird Band getting more couple.
All right, mark that one off, and then we'll stop sharing. Get this set up. You know, I used to say I don't have a favorite bourbon.
Mm.
They all just blossomed in their own individual way.
Yeah. Well,
Now,
I got different
everyone
ones.
everyone has these signs, okay, but this one's kind of unique, not because of the name of it. It comes to us from Germany,
Hey, Kathy.
and it reminds me of some not gas station. I'm thinking like there's
Oh, like
a
Texaco.
quick stop called Techco, not
Mm.
Texaco, not the gas, but like Techco.
Mm-hmm. Would
I
that be
think
a dead end?
yeah, it's a dead end. Yes, it is, and that comes to us from Germany, and that's the way the Germans post their dead ends right there.
Makes sense.
All right, so there's your sign for that one.
No tea.
Yeah, deadhead tea, redhead tea. That's what it is. All right. So now this is still for 10. The first the spin number 10, 9, 8, 7, 6 are all worth 10, and then 5, 4, 3, 2 are worth 15 entries, and the number one's worth 20. Mm. Man, I wish that had been the same. I would not be able to pick this new Duke out. I haven't drank it enough yet.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, because it tastes incredibly more normal than the other
More,
Duke, the old
more
label.
middle, more middle of the road.
It's far more middle of the road. Yeah. Disappointing, but not because of the price. I mean, it's still a good bourbon,
Yeah.
but I had such high hopes on this. It's still the same 44%. Oh, Kathy, I got to write this down. Kathy Bates.
Hey there, Miss Sexy Voice.
I've got it down under the halfway mark, and it's double entries. So there we go. So
Oops.
yeah, I was going to pick up another bottle of Duke
Mm-hmm.
and gift one to my dad, but because we're meeting up in a month or so, well, almost 2 months, in Kansas City. So,
Okay.
but this one is not worth the gift. I'll
Yeah.
pick out something more unique. Yeah. So anyway, it's disappointing. I was hoping. I was really hoping. Man, I need to
Yeah.
find the old one.
Well, maybe the next release of it will be closer to the first one.
I doubt it. Well, they have one now that's a little more expensive, and the bottle is shaped like this and everything, but it actually has John Wayne over here on the side,
Mm-hmm.
the same silhouette.
Okay.
It may be the one.
I think that's the one I've seen around me.
Yeah, now that one I need to try to see
Okay.
if it's closer to the old label.
Okay. I'll see if I can swing by there sometime soon. I mean, right now I've got all the moving stuff going on,
Right.
and then I've still got oh heck, 4 or 5 different hand deliveries I got to get worked on. Some of them are already boxed up for hand delivery, but some of them aren't.
Now, I do want to say right quick, don't think that's a bad bourbon.
Oh yeah.
It's not. It's just I had hopes of it being this,
Mm,
and it's just not. So
yeah, it's hard to keep matching the same profile unless you're a freaking huge company, like
right.
Wild Turkey or something like that, where you have literally hundreds of barrels to choose from and blend together to get that same profile along the lines. Like 101 Turkey. Come on. Granted, I was disappointed once they took the 8-year statement off of it, but it's good.
Mhm.
It's not quite as good as it was when it was 8-year age stated, but it's still pretty good, and it still tastes real close to the old 8-year statement. Yeah, you're right, sugar kitty.
Yeah.
I got too much going on right now. Oh, it's been rough.
Uh, get some of that moisture off my forehead because it is a little warm out here. It's fine out here until I turn all these lights on and I get in this studio and all that. And I have to leave that door cracked open so when the dogs start barking, I can, because I put the soundproofing on the door. Doesn't do
Yep.
any good when you leave it open.
Yeah.
But
Oh
if
man.
y'all hear some barks or something, that's just whatever.
Yeah, that's normal. I got 3 dogs, so
Hmm.
I get barking occasionally.
Yeah, we have Muffin, Aloy, and Chadwick.
Hmm.
And Muffin is he thinks he's a giant pit bull, but he's just a little chihuahua looking thing. Well, he's muscular, but he looks like a mini, like bulldog or something. But
Oh,
and then
okay.
Aloy kind of looks like a fennec fox.
Huh.
She's skinny. She's the only girl. The other two are boys. And then Chadwick, he's just a big old. Uh, he looked more like a black lab when he was a puppy, and now he's just a big old dog. That was Chadwick.
Yep. He said,
He got
"What?"
a, he got a big bark. He got some bass.
Yeah. Mine don't really. Like two of my dogs are small, kind of a little terrier mix of some sort.
Mm,
Maybe a little chihuahua or something thrown in too. And then the other one's bigger dog that I think you met her, Delta. It's a Russian short-haired pointer. She
mm,
got blue eyes
mm.
or white eyes, however you want to look at it, kind of.
Oh, we had a Aussie Shepherd a long time ago, Ginger, and she had the different color eyes,
Uh,
and one was blue, one was hazel.
oh, okay.
She had the spots on her. I mean, that was probably the closest. I mean, she was a rescue, but that was probably the closest to a pure that we've probably ever had, except for Dad growing up. But they were hunting dogs. He got beagles uh,
Yeah.
for rabbit hunting. Uh, but other than that, that's probably the closest, at least in my adult life, purebred I've had. And now these are. I mean, you run the doggy DNA, and it looks like they cut the pizza way too small of slices all the way around.
Oh
That's
yeah.
what we have.
I'm sure that's what my little ones would be like. The big Delta, the big one. I'm not sure about her. She's kind of an odd dog. You know, short haired, but she's got the spots on her belly and everything, and
Hmm.
blue eyes, and but she's a good dog.
All right. Well, we are at time. Let me go ahead and present this screen, and we're going to spin and give another to Gawani here. Let's see what we're going to get. Good luck, everybody. Here we go.
Oh, I missed putting in on this one.
Uh-oh. Maybe. Uh-oh. Mark didn't get the gift in. It's
Oh,
Elizabeth
there we go. New winner.
Gillespie. And now I'll set up the next one.
All right.
Congratulations
I do have a
on those.
breeze, but it's not helping a whole lot.
Yeah, hot air.
Yeah, And well, humid. That's the
And
thing.
I
It's been whooping our
apologize
butt.
in advance. This is a little longer one. And there's my alarm going off right there. Okay, this one comes to us from Israel. And it's slightly longer, but here's the visual. This is my favorite one, by the way. So this sign is prohibited conveyance.
All right, so no
So
tractors,
you
no
can't
bikes,
go
and
down this
no
road
horses.
on a horse, a bicycle, or a riding lawnmower.
Apparently, that's what it looks like.
That's why it's probably supposed to be like farm equipment or something. But
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's not a riding mower because there's no deck underneath it there, so it's
yeah,
just a
that's
really
true.
small tractor.
Well, at first, when I first saw it, I was like, why does that person have two heads? But I realized that was a rivet holding
Yeah.
the sign up. But
No
that's
two-headed
it.
tractor drivers.
Yep, no two-headed tractor. No tractor driver with a balloon on his head.
Mm.
Something like that. All right.
A
So
little
there
thought
it was.
balloon.
Prohibited conveyance. Now, it would have been super funny if that had had like some horse and buggy or something.
I see those signs in Kentucky.
Oh, yeah. Certain roads.
With the Amish is, like be aware of horse and buggies on the road.
Oh, yeah. We saw those in Pennsylvania and all that. Yeah, you see those signs. Yeah, and that's just caution. You may come around a curve and run up behind a.
Yeah, if you're going 60, be aware that you may run up on a horse and buggy.
Clip, clop, bang, bang, clip, clop.
It's a drive-by.
Yeah, Amish drive-by. That's it. Fulton. All right, Fulton,
Hey,
we're on.
Fulton.
Oh, I see you got it in there. Prohibited conveyance. That's all right. You here now.
All right, we're gonna go with that weird name one now. Lincoln Pinch.
Lincoln Pinch. I know the whole story behind that. And if y'all watched my documentary film, you would know the whole story too.
I seen it. Now I just get to try it finally.
Yes, sir. That's the 4-year one.
Oh, that's nice.
Now that is a higher. That's a 12% malted barley.
Ah, okay.
And now that is a foolproof one there. That's barrel strength.
Oh, yeah, I'm getting a little bit of that on those.
I can tell you, it's. I wish they would triple distill it, but it's double distilled.
It does drink a little hot.
Yeah, if they would triple distill it, it would cool it off just a touch.
Well, that's good though.
Oh yeah.
Nice long finish to it.
Oh, long peppery finish. Yeah, that's a good one.
No worries, Fulton.
And they use a good rye too. It's not that I call it stank rye.
Yeah. Oh, Still Austin uses a real good rye. I like theirs, and even their 100% rye whiskey. But it's good.
Oh,
I like
they
it.
use a soft rye in that.
Mm.
You can use a harsh rye, and you can, man.
I don't remember which one they actually use, but I think most of it's local, and it's really good. It's got a nice. Doesn't have any of those weird licorice notes to it.
Right.
More like chocolate. You get that kind of chocolatey note out of it.
I don't think some people understand there's so many different strains of rye. Now there's common rye, that they use, but rye is almost like hops in beer. You can get a different rye strain and you will have a completely different message you just sent.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's
the
got a
blue Staffordshire bull terrier. Yeah,
her dog's blue.
I guess.
All right, I'd pay to see a blue dog.
And Clifford was red. Wow. We used to call them blue tick hounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, they weren't blue.
Nope.
Boy, a blue tick's got a good nose on it. And the ones that we dealt with, we would coon hunt with them, raccoons. Back when you could well, Dad and his uncle, whatever. They I went here and there, but that blue tick he had, that thing had a bellow on it. It's one of those hound dogs that you picture them turning out. Those red hounds. They
Mm-hmm.
turn out at the prison to track
Yep.
down that
Track down
you know
at Shawshank Prison.
yeah, that type of stuff. And that country song. He said, "Oh, red." He said,
Oh
"I
yeah,
was
over
heading
there.
north. No red was heading south."
Yeah, that's a good tune. Go on, fly. Hey, go on. Leave me alone. Go on.
He said, "Love got me in here, and love got me out."
Yeah. Yeah, that was a good tune. I remember that one.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I like that.
So yeah, we're still in Israel right now on the prohibited conveyance.
Now this this Lincoln pinch, do they have much distribution at all?
Not really. No. It's they say Kentucky and Tennessee, but really it's Bowling Green to the
Mm,
north and
okay.
Nashville to the south, and that's they're like a capsule, oval
Okay.
through there. But when I did the documentary film, he was saying then that they were he was in the process of ordering bigger stills, bigger production,
Mm-hmm.
and they were going to move bottling out of there and start producing a lot more,
Mm,
and go from 600 700 gallon or whatever to 1200 gallon, and they were going to do the hoppers instead. And because when I went and did the documentary film, they had a pallet with just all the corn just stacked, piled up on a pallet, and he
yeah.
was going to get a hopper, a grain feeder to feed the corn in, and then have
Oh,
them just come fill those and all of
okay.
that, because they can't do that big of a production. I asked him about column, and he said, "No, I don't really have the room in here." And he said, I want to keep it pot still,
Mm,
because he likes that's how it was created, and that he wants to keep the flavor on it.
I can agree with that. I like pot still better. It usually comes across with more flavors and a
Hmm.
longer finish and a better mouthfeel.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, a column has its place, and some of these with a column still, the price should come down on a
Mm-hmm.
column,
Oh yeah, you can put out a
because
whole lot more.
and it's constant production.
Yeah.
It's just constant. It's just they make the beer, and then they distill it, and there you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
You can your throughput's a lot quicker with column than it is with a pot still, for
oh yeah,
sure.
when I went to Rabbit Hole Distillery and they were showing us the big vats, where they have, the quote unquote beer, in it,
Yeah.
where they do the first run before they distill, and then you can see the columns going up. I mean, and there it is, and they had like a display over to the side as you go to leave, and that was the White Dog bubbling through there,
Mm,
as it was. It was just for looks. I mean, it didn't need that when it went down for barreling.
yeah.
But what they do though is they proof it down. Like you can't legally put
Oh yeah. Straight
the
off the still. Yeah.
you can't put it into the barrel at a higher than 125 proof.
Yep.
Well, what they do is they go ahead and proof it down even further to
Mm,
where they're trying to judge, what ABV it's going to be coming out of the barrel, and they try to hit that. And then if they go a little high or something, they'll just put just enough water in it to bring it down to that label proof,
yeah.
and then they go from there. But they don't put cast strength or barrel proof on there because they are a lower proof bourbon.
Yeah.
They're in the 90s, but they distill it or they barrel it and age it at that proof.
Oh, okay.
So you're getting more true notes from the barrel. Bro, and Dude Classics back. There we go. Mm, good evening. Good evening. The more I drink on this Duke, the better it's getting on the palate. As far as those fruity notes go, I'm starting to get a hint of that white grape that I would get out of the other, but not the peach. So anyway, my alarm went off. I'm going to present this screen, and we are going to spin the prohibited conveyance from Israel.
Sugar Kitty, I thought light whiskey was higher proof in the
Slap
barrel.
shot.
All right, Brian. Cheers.
Well, usually
Congratulations.
when you get a white dog from a company or like Buffalo Trace or whoever, you can buy a bottle of it if you want to. It sucks, but you can buy it.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't have any of the wood sugars in it at all. It's usually 125 proof because that's what they use to put in the barrel.
Yeah.
And all they do is just bottle it before they barrel it. All right. So here we go. This comes to us not from South Africa, but from Southern Africa.
Okay.
There it is, right there.
I don't know what that animal is.
It is an oryx.
Oryx. Looks pretty good size.
I'm sure it is. It's an oryx crossing sign in Southern Africa. And that's probably, no, I know it's not. But I was going to make a joke and say, over to the right, you'll see the termite hills, but no.
Yeah. Ooh. And those are the small ones.
Yeah, they had to put his butt over to the side so they could fit them horns in that triangle. That's an oryx crossing. Oh, I love the next one too. Yeah. And the next one is going to get us into the 15.
Yeah. There you go.
This is the last one for 10 entries.
And I think if you put it in at a high proof in a used barrel, then it's what is that? Dang. Not light whiskey. It's a different another word for it. You know, kind of like stuff that comes off hazmat.
Yeah.
Like 130, 140 proof stuff.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've even seen some bourbons get up there. Now, they didn't get very many bottles out of it. I mean, the higher the proof coming out of the barrel, if they barrel it at 125 proof and it ends up at like 132, 134, they're getting fewer bottles out of that barrel than if it came out at 127. If they put 125 proof in it. But you don't have to put the white dog in there at moonshine, whatever you want to call it, in there at 125 proof. You can proof it on down to 115 and then put it in the barrel. I like it when they do that better instead of and give it to us more in a mellow. And then the number of distill runs they did on it makes a huge difference.
Yeah. This weekend, Kathy, I'm starting to move a little bit of stuff. Well, I moved some on the 4th. I took some stuff, like a lot of the patio furniture and things like that over there's in. And then, right hanging. Us drink.
We don't drink, we sip.
I've been sipping.
Yeah,
I wish I could find some of this Lincoln pinch around here. It's pretty dang good. It's growing on me.
Yeah,
like a fungus.
It's good. I'm gonna have a pour. You know what? I'm gonna drink. I'm gonna pour a little of this E.H. Taylor here.
Oh, there you go. That's another one of them things I got to get sent out.
Yeah, and I got to get you the money.
Yeah, no worries. I got the bottle. I just haven't got around to. all the shipping stuff.
This is a good one. No, I don't.
No, no, Kathy, I'm moving about 25 minutes a little east of where I'm at now. So a little further away from Austin, Mobetta, into the woods.
All right, now let's see.
Mm.
Woo! I can already tell you.
H. Taylor's some pretty good stuff right there.
Oh, it is so good, so
I
good.
just picked up a bottle of the rye, the H. Taylor rye. Found it. I'm like, oh.
Well, and that's a bottled in bond, so it's 100 proof instead of the.
Mm-hmm.
I was drinking that 88 proof or the 44 ABV.
Yeah.
So I went from 44 to 50.
Yeah,
which
not much.
It's not that much, but it does bring you more notes out of it. Getting back, I mean, Gawani stumped me earlier about what's the best stuff on the shelf. I really enjoy when I'm having a drink at the end of the day, or like I'm gonna have one and then I'm gonna just mellow out. I like the barrel strength. I like the cast strength barrel proofs. You get way more notes out of them as long as they're not too hot.
Yeah.
If they're a little too hot, put a couple of drops of water in there. Your tongue will thank you. It'll change the note profile a little, but sometimes for the better.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I found that even some of the different Irish and the Scotches, even at a lower proof, with a few drops of water in there, you're like, oh wow, that's even much better. Well, then again, some of the Scotch I've got is like 50 some odd proof.
Right.
Or 50 some odd 56 ABV, stuff like that. So a little bit of water in that really does help it out quite tremendously.
If you really want to know what a whiskey does, and you don't want to try like an easy way to do it is to have your water, and I always use like a bottled water. I don't use tap water in it because I don't. I want the pure flavor. I don't want to taint the flavor. But I'll get a good bottled water, which they're all decent. And then I'll pour an ounce and a half or whatever, and I'll take a few sips of that, and then I'll put maybe 3 drops of water in it because it's still got a lot of whiskey in there, and I'll swirl that around. And then I may go to 2 drops on the next one, but I'm drinking more down. It's getting smaller. And then it's 1 drop every time. And then just to see until it gets down too low, then you just finish it,
Yeah.
But it gives you the same sensation as using clear ice.
Yeah.
So if you drink fast enough. Now you can let clear ice sit there and it's going to water your bourbon down.
Oh yeah.
But if you pour bourbon over clear ice and take that first sip quick, you're going to get closer to the original note. And then you take a sip here and there, and that melts really slowly. You will get what I call the roller coaster ride, and you'll get all of those notes profiles coming out.
Yep. Yep.
Non-museum price tag, yeah.
Yeah, that's most places that are hanging. I mean, heck, even in Kentucky, H. Taylor's stupid a lot of the times.
Yeah. I
found one place down here that I can get it for about $60.
Another one I've had before, well, 2 others I've had before. Okay, 3. Forget Pappy Van Winkle. I've had it, but whatever. That's ridiculously stupid price tag. But Old Carter is one. Stag.
Never tried
and
one.
William LaRue Weller.
Yep, never seen one, never tried one.
Now I'm not talking about the Stag Junior. I've had it, but the original, the regular Stag.
I never see any of those here.
Oh my God! Well, you don't want to.
Sure, there's a few that show up occasionally, but only for those people that are in the know and in tight with the store owners and stuff like that.
Well, yeah, but you haven't even moved in yet, and you don't want to pull out a second mortgage.
I know exactly. I'm not going to spend the money on whatever they might want for those bottles, you know.
Mm-mm.
So,
Oh, I will. My cap
sweeter.
my cap is around, and it better be good. Is 300. But all right, I'm gonna spin this wheel here.
I don't think I'd do that.
Well, I'm
300 is
talking
a bit
280
much for
plus
me.
tax.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't say that because if I found, I'm not even gonna start. Oh, that's Lori plus 15. No, plus 10. I mean, the next one's 15. All right. Oh, draw again.
That's different.
And then we're going to land on Kathy Bates.
Kathy Bates.
All right. Now we're getting into the 15s. This next one, stop sharing. I'll set it up. This is the funniest one here. I just picture elves and shit, but I know it's not. But anyway. So this one comes to us from Greenland.
All righty.
Guess what that is?
Sled?
Yeah, think
Sled
dog's
dog?
pulling it. Yeah. It's a sled crossing in Greenland. Greenland's kind of hard on their road signs, though. Look at how warped and scratched up. But at least it doesn't have, now it's not Arkansas. It doesn't have a bunch of bullet holes in it.
Yeah. Yeah, they do around here too.
Oh,
There
yeah.
was 4th of July around here was a couple of fireworks, and then the neighbors shooting off their AKs and M16s that are fully auto, and like a Mac. I think I heard a Mac 10.
See, it's missing a rivet over here on the left side, but that looks like a sort of a bullet hole. Anyway, I had to
Yeah.
look at that one more time.
Either that or just a poor shot.
Yeah. I thought the bullseye was red.
You should go to the center of the triangle. Come on now.
Oh man, remember they had the silhouette, and then when we shot marksman, you had to hit the circles. They had the little circles inside the silhouettes.
Oh yeah, I had expert in anything that they handed me.
Oh yeah, me too. I had so many oak leaf clusters. Yeah.
Yeah, I was expert with 16, 9 mil. What was it? What's the other one? 50 cal? No. The heck with that other gun?
Those
I
are
can't
the
remember now.
three. Those were the three that got me all my clusters. Was M16 9 mil or sidearm. They didn't care if
Yeah.
it was 9 mm, but I shot a Beretta 9.
That's what they give me. I wish they'd let me play around with it a little bit and smooth the trigger pull and stuff out on it, because that thing was jacked.
I know it.
Oh,
And
my
I tell you
God.
what, I got a SIG. Dad has it now, but I
Oh,
picked up
that's
a
a good gun.
SIG, and those things are tack drivers, man.
Yep. Yeah, they're a good little gun.
They are on from a distance. I'm talking 35, 40 feet. You can hit.
Hmm. Yeah, right now I pack a Taurus 45.
Mhm.
Call it a Judge. Shoots 45 bullets or 410 shells.
Oh yeah.
So it's a 5 shot,
Yep.
wheel gun. So
Now
around
that's
here in the dust and everything else, that's really good for me because things that I'll shoot at is either be like snakes,
you're right.
small animals that are trying to attack me or whatever, or possibly an intruder. So
Right. Well, the intruder now. I was gonna say you could carry a air pump pellet gun and take care of snakes and shit.
well, not on the skid steer. So
No, yeah.
it's easier to have a sidearm.
Oh, SIG 226 40 cal. Yeah, I was gonna say that SIG, that 9 mm SIG that Dad has now. It's set up for a 9, but you can take it apart and get the new barrel and the clip, and you can turn it into a 40 cal.
Okay.
and it's
Yeah.
interchangeable. You
Hmm.
just have to change the slide, the barrel off the slide and the feeder, and then the clip that goes in it. Of course, you get fewer bullets when you go to 40 cal from 9, but
Yeah, not much. Couple.
couple, but you get a bigger boom.
Yeah. Yeah. Bigger boom equals more knockdown power.
That's
That's
right.
why I'm packing that 45.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
I only get to hit you once.
he's got those hollow points though. I think.
Oh, well, yeah. Yeah, I messed up because the first snake that I had to kill, I thought I had a 410 shell in there, and I didn't. I shot him right behind the head with a 45. Just blew a hole right through him.
Dang, I bet.
And
Yeah.
I'm like, well, dang, that's awful odd for a 410 shell. And I
Yeah.
looked at what I shot and I'm like, oh, well, that makes sense.
Yeah. That was $17.50. I'll never get back again.
Oh, they're not that bad. It's your old it's kind of like a wad cutter,
Yeah,
type of shell, but it's the coat.
like little practice round things.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
they're not that bad. I mean, it's hard to find bullets anymore. Well, any kind of shells really. The ammo is just hard to come by, really. I mean, 410 shells. It's taken me months to try to find a couple of small boxes of them. I'm like, come on, it's a 410 shell, really?
yeah.
I mean,
I
I can
know.
find 12 gauge, the bird shot and stuff like that all the time, but a
Yeah,
bunch of other stuff
410,
is
man.
rough.
I used to buy those in buckets.
Oh yeah.
A whole big bucket.
Heck, even 22 shells are hard to come by. Like, seriously? 22 shells? Seriously?
Yeah, the uh damn. I was 20 gauge. That's what I was trying to think of.
Yeah.
The step up. We had we made a pipe gun. This dude made it, and he made for a 20 gauge, and then we found a bigger pipe, and we were putting 12 gauge in there.
Oh, geez.
And what it was is you put the shell in and you screw the end on,
Mm-hmm.
and we had a firing pin in there, but there was no spring.
Hmm.
So you hold the pipe up like this,
Mm-hmm.
and you sling it as hard as you can, and the
Yeah.
pin slides down and hits the primer.
Oh.
Boom! And
Yeah.
it's wherever you're aiming when that thing pops.
Oh.
But you got to spread,
Yeah.
and
That's
it was not like it wasn't choked at all, so it wasn't like full choke, modified choke, anything like.
yeah.
No, this is a pipe.
Yeah.
It's going.
Yeah. Jeez.
Kitty 303. What's a happening?
Hey there, kitty.
Mm. Yeah, that EH Taylor is freaking good. All right, it's 48 right now. We're about to spin for the sled crossing. So if you don't have your hashtag sled crossing in yet, go ahead and get that in there. Here's the sign for it right here: sled crossing in Greenland. This is Greenland.
Dang, Jimmy, they starting to smell fishy. Oh, speaking of all these bullets and stuff.
Oh yeah. And Burbin got it in time.
Mm.
There's the sled crossing. All right, we are right about. I'm waiting on the little minute to change. There it is. We're about to present this screen and get this one done because guess what? It's coming up on 8 o'clock. So we got to get this one done and out of the way. So good luck, everybody. All 13 on there. We are just about to give 15 entries to Lori. Plus
Yep.
15. And then we're going to spin again. And
Come on,
draw again.
clouds.
Here we go. Now there's 12
Okay.
entries because it took me out. Except for the other one. I get Gowani. Look at there. Gowani plus 15. Guess what that
All
means?
right.
We get to spin again.
Well,
Because
oh,
I'm putting him,
oh,
I'm
he did
putting
one
his
once.
name down and not yours.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Right. So I'm just
he
putting the pluses by his name.
okay. Yeah, he won once earlier.
So when you won, he won.
Oh,
Tater
well, no.
Dom. Here we go. There we go. There's that alarm going off. All right. Shush. Shush. All right.
Congratulations, Guani.
Now this one I like this next one too. So let me get it set up.
Mm, I like that. What did I just for? Dang it.
Do we have anyone in here from the UK?
Oh, Rocktown. Where's Rocktown from? The whiskey.
Arkansas.
Arkansas. Oh, okay.
Yes, sir. I'd say that one will prevent you from having to use your nose hair trimmers.
Mm,
Yeah. All right. So this one
little
comes to
fruity.
us from the United Kingdom. I just wanted to know how prominent is a hedgehog sign? And it didn't say hedgehog crossing. It just said hedgehog.
So is it like be aware of hedgehogs?
I guess it looks like it's kind of in a park setting. It looks like a small sign on a wooden stick,
Uh-huh.
like "Don't step on the freaking hedgehogs" or something. I don't know,
Okay. All
but
right.
it,
You knows, bro. Informus. He's over there in the UK.
yep. Okay, so I've been to the UK before, and I went to parks over there. I don't remember seeing little hedgehog signs.
Yeah.
So this is supposed to be road signs.
Well, maybe that's along the road in the park.
Maybe path, I guess.
Uh-huh. Well, there you go. Well, yeah, I can see that.
Hashtag Ron Jeremy. Kong duck dong.
Ooh. Yep. Ooh.
So anyway, there's your little hedgehog. I don't remember ever seeing a sign like that, but there we go.
Oh, you're right there, Jody. That one there is a little proofy.
It's proofy. Now I did pick up the Rocktown. Now that one could use a little water in it. I'll tell you,
Yeah.
it gets good with water. I got the bottled and bond when I
I
was
don't
there.
have any water. Let me see if there's any ice left. Oh, there's a piece of ice down in there. We'll drop a tiny little piece of ice in it.
There you go.
That's about
Take that.
3 drops of water right there.
Take that ride as it melts. Yeah,
Like
that
I said,
was
it's a
that was
tiny
stout.
piece.
That's one right there. When your girlfriend leaves you, that's the one you pull off the shelf.
Dang,
24th birthday. All right.
All right.
Oh,
Turning
I'm
into an
going
old
to
man.
see. This is
Oh, that's better now.
59.1%.
Wow.
Yeah,
Almost 120.
that's 118.2 proof,
Mm-hmm.
which is not that high.
The Rocktown?
Yeah, I mean 118. I mean
118.
I've had 120 plus proofs not drink that
yeah.
hot.
Oh, yeah, me too. It's better with a little bit of ice melted
Water.
off in it now.
Oh, I
Just
did.
water it down
Anytime
just a
I pour
little
that,
bit.
I put some drops of water in it.
That was
one,
about 3, maybe 4 drops.
yeah, that one. The other one that drinks hot that I have is the Heaven's Door Cast Strength.
That's a little better.
You can
Still
put a
got
little more water in it.
A lot of peppery taste to it.
Oh, that does black pepper.
Mm.
Pretty heavy.
Maybe some clove even.
Mm-hmm. That's that stank strain of rye I was talking about.
Oh, okay.
Bourbon Bounty's Bar. That's it. All right. Well, United Kingdom. Now, after this, here in just a few minutes, it's a put me in for 10. So don't go anywhere because you don't have to It's not luck of the draw. Everybody who put me in the chat gets 10
Mhm.
entries. And that's all some people get. But
That's all I normally get.
if you notice,
But
well,
that's
yeah,
all
you
right.
gave your spin away, so yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
But I always just write Mark down anyway. Uh, see,
Did you ever get with Chatio about those whiskeys that you sent him? And
no,
then
no, no, not yet, not yet. We had fourth weekend. I've been, you know,
I got you.
I don't want to be distracted when I do those, but I still have to get with Sparkle.
Oh, okay.
So Sparkle,
Well,
Art by Sparkle,
she's finally back at the house, out of the hospital, and
right?
healing up pretty good.
There was a lot going on,
Yeah.
and I didn't want to step on toes or anything, but she won a nosing kit last time
Yep.
before this, and I still owe her the either if she doesn't want to do the private tasting or whatever, I'll just tell her what the bourbons are.
Okay.
But I want to make sure she's in the right spot, I'm in the right spot, yeah, and we have a good
I got
time
you.
with it. That's part of the thing,
Yep.
get healthy, and get well, and then let's do the thing. And then with Chatio, it's different bourbons, so I wouldn't want to do them all at once, together. But Chatio may come on and do a live with
Okay.
me at some point, or maybe we do a record on StreamYard and then post it, but
There
don't
you
do
go.
it live.
Yep. I sent him two. I sent him two of these bourbons. I think that I got from you. Let's see, one, two, maybe. Hard to tell which ones I sent him now. Town Branch, possibly. 11. Peerless.
Okay,
Smooth
now,
Ambler, or Horse Soldier.
well,
One
if
of
you
those, couple
if
of
you
those. I'm not
if
sure
you
which
send
one.
him the Peerless one, I would be like, oh, you messed up. That was a good one.
Well, I'm not sure. It's the bottle's not in the box, but
Right.
it may be inside in my
I
my
think
empty stash.
I think you drank the Horse Soldier.
Okay, I think
I
so.
think I remember you drinking the Horse Soldier. The
Okay.
Peerless is pretty good.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I tried that one too.
Yeah,
It was a
probably.
Peerless Rye, isn't it?
No, it's not rye. They were all bourbon. I only
Okay.
sent you a couple of rye at the
Yeah.
end, but no, the Peerless wasn't. I sent
Okay.
you.
I think the Mammoth
I can't
Woolly
remember now.
Rye. I haven't tried that one.
Oh, that one, the Mammoth Woolly. That's the rye I sent you, dude. You talk about a soft rye.
Really? Okay.
Yes, that Mammoth is freaking good, dude.
You got to try that the Still Austin Rye when you were down here.
Oh, it's soft too. I love those
Yeah.
soft ryes.
Man, it was so smooth, tasty.
Oh, yeah.
100 proofer too.
Yeah.
So, but it was really good. I like it.
Really,
I
really
polished
good.
off a couple of bottles of that.
Yep.
I took one of those to the ranch one time with me and the boys, and it didn't last the night. We polished that whole bottle off between me and 3 other people.
Dang. All right.
Yeah.
Well, we are at 7:58. I'm going to go ahead and spin this one because we're about to get because I may land on some repeat offenders here, and we may have to spin a couple of times. So let me share this out. 14 on the wheel. Here we go. Good luck, everybody. This is again for 15 entries to the quarterly drawing.
Yeah,
Kathy Bates, that's a plus 15. All right. Now we'll let that confetti. This is when I like to start a little early because this is the time of the night where we start hitting the repeat winners.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll put the pluses down.
Come on, Sugar Kitty. Nope.
Big Daddy H. There we go.
Daddy.
That's a unique one.
I'm sorry, Kathy. I hadn't got around to sending much of anything out recently.
All right.
I've been busy.
Now, let me set the next one up, but I'm not going to post it yet.
Because it's time for Put Me In. Coach.
Almost. It's almost time. Hang on. Oh, yeah. I just like the sign on this one. But anyway, I'm going to get this going. Y'all won't know what it is yet, so you won't be able to enter it. But I'm going to type in, and this is where Mark's going to take over.
Oh,
Start, put me in. There we go.
yep. Oh well, man. Hopefully y'all ain't doing all the same stuff I am about all this moving and working on the house and all that kind of stuff because it's been rough and time consuming and frustrating. Oh my God, the frustration has been horrible. But is anybody in chat drinking tonight? I mean, drinking a beer. I know Big Daddy H is probably drinking in one of them light beers. Yeah, there you go, RB. That's a good one. Jimmy's probably drinking some McCormick's or possibly a good beer. Slapshot, it's a little early for him to be sipping on anything. Probably a little early for Sugar Kitty too, because he's out on the East Coast somewheres. Oh, Powers. There you go, Ben. Which one? Just the regular old Powers, or are you drinking one of them good ones, like a Three Swallow, or the other one that's unnamed, an Irish pub? Oh, even better. Dang. Of course, Miller Lite. That's what I was thinking. Oh, Fulton's having a strawberry daiquiri martini.
Nice.
Dang! You got your pinky out, boy? Got to have the pinky out for the martini there like that.
Oh, Gawani. Here we
Tony's
go.
in there. Lori's in there for 10, so put her in for 10.
Oh, I already have
Okay.
Lori down.
Okay.
I put
Good
the first two on the list are Lori and Mr. Great Shot. See, I write y'all
Okay.
in before
I
I even
appreciate
start.
it. 8 o'clock there. Oh, yeah, that's right. East Coast. That's right. I'm
Yeah,
thinking West Coast with some of the other boys.
we'll give it a few minutes, and then I'll call out these names and see what all I got in here. And if I don't call your name, I didn't get you, but we'll give a little bit more for people to get stuff in.
Oh, the Migners. Ah, nice. Which one there, RB? You get the Migners 10? Have you found that one? I haven't. I've gotten the regular bourbon and a rye. They're both pretty dang good, though.
You know, Michter's is a good bourbon.
Oh, yeah. Well, they've got some really good stuff out there for sure.
You know, the
I hear
small
really good things
batch.
about the 10, but I haven't tried it.
I know. I wish I could try it, but I I don't want to be disappointed. Yeah, plain old
Well,
US one. That's the one I always keep on the shelf. I always say if you can't find Eagle Rare, yeah,
mm,
not that they're the same flavor, but they're the same on the scale, like of
yeah,
quality and everything, and they give you
yeah.
good flavors. If you can't find Eagle Rare, just grab Michter's and you'll be just as happy.
Hmm. Like I like Eagle Rare. I've only gotten 2 bottles of that. I think one of them recently got polished off because of all the moving stuff. I'm like,
Hmm.
a lot of the bottles I had, they had, like this much, just, well, hang on, let's see here. Oh, there we go. About that much left in it or whatever, like 2 to maybe 3 pours.
Yeah,
I'm like, that, time to go. I
time to
don't feel
go.
like packing your little butt up and moving you.
See, I wish I lived closer because we could have had a bottom of the bottle party.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I mean. People call it, the bottle kill party or the
Yeah.
whatever. I like bottom of the bottle party, where you invite several people over and you get the lowest stuff off your shelf and you're about to replenish, and you've got like 2 or 3 pours in each one, and you just put everything on the table and people go to town.
There you go. That's kind of what I've been doing. I've had a few little get-togethers over here. Like last Saturday, we had a little get-together pool party. So
Yep.
people were over here hanging out and stuff, and I'd make a old fashioned or something on some of the stuff that I had, getting low, and just polishing stuff off, because oh yeah, there you go. Well, Russell's 10 is pretty good. I still kind of.
It's I would yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Um
Yeah.
I think if as long as Eagle Rare stays around the $40 to $45 mark,
Oh no, it's more than that around here. If I find it.
around here I can still get it for like $42 or $43.
Oh heck.
It's a good buy.
For that,
The
yeah.
the Russell's 10 now it's the same mash bill as the Russell's Reserve,
Mm-hmm.
but the Russell's Reserve is a higher proof, the single barrel, and it has better notes than the 10-year to me. And I don't know if I would put it against. They're different. They're so different. I like them both.
Yeah.
I like the Russell's 10, but I don't know. I like an Eagle Rare every once in a while too. I think that's a good,
Yeah.
as long as
I
they
kinda-
don't get too hoity-toity with it. I mean, if they want to jack the price beyond what it's worth, I'm going to stop buying it. I don't care.
Oh yeah. Yeah, for sure. And I kind of like. I get on the Eagle Rare. I get kind of low that kind of grapey note. I like that.
Yeah, there's a little bit of that in there. But anyway, we are. Let me call these off. If I do not call your name, I did not get you in for the put me in for 10. So here we go. We have Lori, Mr. Great Shot, Big Daddy H, Fulton Mraz, RB, Sugar Kitty, Jimmy's Random Content, Elizabeth. Oh, you know what? Gillespie. I only put GIL down because I already have her on the list. So anyway,
Mm.
the longer we do this, the more I'll get to know you guys. So anyway, Whiskey Uncensored, Tater Dom, Slapshots Roadhouse, and Gawani Ostinaco. So I always abbreviate on the list. If I did not call your name, I did not get you down for the put me in for 10. It's free 10 entries to the quarterly drawing. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Well, we have 12 down and 12 on the eyeball. So I'm going to go with that. And I'm going to go ahead and go to the next little slide here. And I'm going to bring this up. This comes to us from Iceland.
Don't look like a lot of trees there.
No. Winters are pretty brutal there. It's a blind hill.
Okay.
It's saying if you drive up this one lane dirt thing and somebody's coming the other way, y'all are going to crash.
In other words, don't be going to 50 and launch it.
Yeah, y'all about to crash. So there we go. I think I saw 20 earlier on the eyeball, so I don't know what happened, but here we go. People may have had stuff to do.
Like Jersey.
Yeah,
Poughkeepsie?
$70 for an Eagle Rare is much. It's
Yeah,
a little.
that's
It's
a
much.
little steep. I wouldn't pay that for it.
Now, there's other bourbons around that range I would buy way before that.
Yeah,
I mean, I would buy an Old Forester 1920 way before an Eagle Rare.
Yeah. Well, 1920 is always around, so it's the only reason I would get it $60 or something is because I never see it hardly. They're around occasionally.
Yeah.
But the same thing with the E.H. Taylor. It's a $45 to $50 whiskey, but I don't see it but about 60, and then not very often. Every other week, couple of weeks, 2-3 weeks, something like that.
Well,
so when I see one, I'll just like snatch it up.
I'll get an email, and I check my email all the time, and I get email from certain folks, and they'll say, at the ABCs here, they'll say, I've got this, and this will hold for 24.
Yeah.
And then they hold it in the back for 24 hours, and I'm there when they open, if I can be the next day, if I want stuff. And if they have all three, I'll buy all three, depending on, I say all three of whatever it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, they'll say, hey, I've got an Eagle Rare, or they'll get a Buff Trace shipment,
Hmm.
and they'll say, I've got an Eagle Rare, a Buffalo Trace, and a Weller green label,
Yeah.
and I'll
Uh,
run down there and I'll pick up, depending, because the Buffalo Trace doesn't excite me.
nope.
The Eagle Rare is the one I try to grab when I can.
Yeah.
So
Regular old Buffalo Trace and the green label Weller Special Reserve. I see that down here all the time
all
for
the
like
time
20
it's
some odd bucks.
yeah,
20
whatever.
was like 23. I think they've raised it a little bit recently, a few bucks, like 25 ish, somewhere in that range, 26 maybe.
They don't ever send me an email on Blanton's.
No, and I wouldn't want it anyway.
No, I
I've
mean
got one, not
around
impressed.
here. I mean, I put a blind. I did the Buffalo blind
Hmm.
where I did Buffalo Trace, Eagle Rare, and Blanton's, and I said
Hmm.
lower. I said the low end Buffalo Trace blind battle. Now
Okay.
I know I said low end, and I didn't put McAfee's benchmark in there because that's just ridiculous, right?
Yeah.
But Blanton's and Eagle Rare and Buffalo Trace are all lower end Buffalo Trace products.
Hmm.
They are.
Yep.
They age them higher in the rick house. They age them shorter time period. They and actually, I picked Eagle Rare out of all three,
Yep.
but that's just those three together.
Well, the Eagle Rare is what 10-year old, so
Yeah, I mean
well, I'm
it's
sorry, not the Eagle.
no, it's a what is it? God damn it. Eagle Rare is hang
Yeah,
on.
I think it's 10.
Oh, 10 years. Yep.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
So you're
And
definitely
that's
gonna
what
get
it looks like. And guess what? I only paid 40 something dollars for that bottle.
nice. Well, that's only 20 less than what I get for mine.
Uh, I think I paid 40. I used to get it for 37 plus
Right.
tax. And the last time I went there, they went up on the MSRP. And so now I'm paying like 43 plus tax,
Yeah.
something like that.
Well, whiskey's going up across the board.
Yeah, it
You know,
is. And I don't
every
mind. I
even
don't mind.
Scotch and everything else is going up.
I don't mind a $3 or $5 shift. It's when every year Booker's keeps getting higher and higher. And I'm like, frick you,
Yep.
you know,
No.
whatever. It's not even that good. It's a hit or a miss.
Yeah.
Booker's releases quarterly. They have, you know, they come out with a different country ham or
Hmm.
whatever thing they put on there. It, it's like, whatever.
Yep. Yeah, a lot of those, no sense in throwing out, $70, $80 on something that's going to be iffy. You know,
Yeah.
I'd rather, spend the money on something else or two or three bottles of something else that I know is going to be decent.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Well, and what I do when I find a bottle, I run back and I buy it. I buy two more
yeah,
just immediately. I don't care if it's 30 minutes away. I'll run back and get a couple more bottles of it.
there you go.
And then they're gone after that. Because if you snooze and wait for
Hmm.
the heavy reviewers to come out and influence everybody, it's gone.
Hmm.
They're gone.
Oh yeah, yeah, because then the people that are just trying to sell it on secondary go out and snatch up all they can get,
Oh yeah,
just so they can
absolutely.
hold on to it for a couple of days and then put it on the secondary market and double the
Yep.
price on it.
All right. Hopefully everybody got their blind heels in because I've got to spin this thing. These go a little faster after the on the half hour. So here we go. Well, I think we got everybody.
Hmm.
Blind hill. Here we go for 15 entries to the quarterly drawing. Kathy Bates, that's
Kathy
plus
Bates
50.
again.
Kathy Bates is racking up tonight. All right, we're going to let that confetti die down. Maybe not all the way. We'll spin again.
Spinner again.
Fulton.
There we go. Well, I don't remember if he won one already or not.
You know what? Here in a little bit, everybody's going to get something. All right. Hurry up, thing. Refresh. There we go.
Come on, sunlight. My goodness.
All right.
Move the
Oh,
table
I
over a little
like.
bit.
Well, yeah, this one I've seen it before.
I've
Well, I
enjoyed sitting in the sun all I want.
all right.
We're gonna scoot over a little bit more
I haven't
here.
seen it in person. I don't think. Maybe I have. I don't know. I've been around that area.
That's a little
All
better.
right. So this one comes to us from, and there's my alarm, from Bolivia. Now, I don't believe I've been to Bolivia, but there's other places that have llama crossing signs. But this is a llama crossing. So there we go. And that's what it looks like. And the llama on the sign's going the wrong way. Look.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, that's what.
Well, that's on the return trip.
Yep, Rama Llama Ding Dong. And guess what? The next one is going to be worth 20. It's going to be worth 20. We're down to the final. This is the number 2 on the list.
Okay.
Whether you agree, you knows bros, it's got 2 L's in it.
Yeah. Yeah, llama.
La Llama. It's like La Lloyd.
Mm.
I
It's
keep picking up
Rockport.
this empty glass.
Needs more E.H. Taylor in it.
I'm going to go to beer here shortly.
That's probably a good idea. I should do the same. This Rockport is better with a tiny bit of water and a little bit of air to it.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, let it open up. We'll let some of that ethanol evaporate off the top of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, it's much better now.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, it kept correcting you. Holy crap.
Wait a minute. Did you put it in there wrong? You did.
I did? No, I didn't.
Yep. You got llama. Ella, la llama.
What?
You got 2 L's, llama.
It does.
Cross it.
It has 2 L's.
Oh, it does? I thought
Yes.
llama was just 1 L.
No, llama's 2 L's.
Really? Okay.
Yep.
Well, I've always sucked at spelling, so
It's a little
don't pay no
llama.
attention to me.
No. We had llamas when I was in Texas. Yeah, we had Raven and Hermione. We didn't name them, but they came to us with names. The Raven was she was a black, and then her daughter Raven, because Hermione. Raven was the mama llama, and I called her the mama llama with all the drama.
There you go. Never had llamas. I've raised goats, chickens, cows, rabbits. I raised gobs of rabbits, hundreds of rabbits.
Man, I was trying to put a misting system up. We had a 3-sided shed, big long thing, and I built a stall at the end where I could get them in there and rope them and harness them. Once you got them on the harness, they were tame. They were like pets. But off of harness, they no rein on them. They were wild as crazy could be. And Raven wanted to spit on you all the time. She'd do that.
Ugh, nasty. Ooh.
And I'd be like,
Give you one of these.
Shit, I pick up I said, posable thumbs. And I pick up a piece of stick and I'd be like, wow.
Dang right. No hawking no loogies now. Come on.
Now I was trying to get the chickens into the coop, and their coop is on the other end of that big long 3-sided shed from the llamas. And if I didn't get them in, the possums would eat them at night. They would get up and roost, and the possums would hang down and get them while they were sleeping. And all they would eat is their head and like up, into that part. And you go out there and there's a whole freaking chicken laying there with no head on it.
Jeez.
And so I took a rake and I would take 2 rakes and I would herd the chickens up in.
Yeah.
You can picture me with on. And that Raven kept coming around and she did. And finally I looked like a chicken with these 2 big rakes. And I said, boom.
Yeah. Oh, damn, bro.
It was just plastic rakes. I mean, it wasn't. Boy, that scared the crap out of her, though. Yeah, that guy, he said, "You the guy that's got them llammers?" I said, "Yep."
Yeah, I never had none of those. My my brother-in-law's my brother's wife. She wants some llamas,
Mm.
but I mean, where I'm moving to now, I don't have enough really acreage for that. I'm moving on to like, come on, airplane. I'm not gonna miss that.
Yeah,
Sheesh. I'm moving on to like 3.5 acres. So this place that I've been staying on for the last few years, uh, the house area is around on 10, but then the area surrounding it is about 170-ish,
oof,
180 acres. So
that's a
there's plenty
lot.
of land for llamas, and cows and horses. There's 2 horses and a donkey and a bunch of cows and stuff like that.
Yeah, we got to
But
ride around in that Bronco.
mm, yeah, that's the other part of the land over there.
Yeah,
I still have access to that. We got about 25 head of cattle on that one right now. We just
yeah,
had another calf, like
yeah. I
earlier
saw
this
that
week.
post on
Oh,
Facebook.
Chris, yeah.
Yep. Hey, let me share this and or present this screen, and we are going to get this last draw done here. And good luck, everybody. This is worth 20. No, it's not. It's 15. 15.
15, yeah.
15. We're on number 2.
The
15.
last one's worth
We
20.
got the last one coming up. Jimmy. That's his
Jimmy,
first win of the night.
hey, pretty good to get a 15 to start with.
Yeah. All right. Got that one done. Now I got to do one more. And then this is the 20. This one's worth 20. All right. And then we end the show after this. Let's see here. This one here, I see these all the time. It's a lame number one. I didn't pick it. I got it off of a site. So
Okay.
we call it a little bit different here.
Well, we
Oh,
call most
here's the
stuff different.
sign.
Oh, that's
This one
the
comes to us from Argentina.
steep grade,
Well, that's what we call it. They call it steep cliff.
steep cliff. Well, steep cliff is be like this, but you're on this side.
Yeah. Bam.
Yep.
Yeah, wouldn't it be funny to have a picture like just like a square and the car is like out in midair, like falling?
Yeah.
Now that would have been a good sign.
Yeah, I see those signs all the time when I'm out in Colorado, where I go
Yeah.
in Colorado anyway.
Yeah,
There's
usually these are steep grade
yeah,
here.
there's some there's spots out there where you wish they would put up some damn hand railing or guardrails. I mean,
Oh
because
yeah.
oh man, if you go off the side of the road right there, ooh, you're looking like a couple 1,000 foot like down, just straight down the hill. You're like, ew,
Well,
that doesn't look really survivable.
on I-40 between Asheville, North Carolina, and Knoxville, Tennessee.
Hmm.
Holy crap, man!
Yeah,
Some of those mountains are like straight up, straight down over here.
yeah. Yeah, it's funny to be out there and see some of these people having to pull off on the side of the road because their brakes are smoking.
I
They
spelled cliff with
don't
two
quite know
F's.
about going slow, putting it in the lower gear or something.
Well, that's how it's spelled, Kathy Bates. That's why I spelled it with two F's.
Two E's, steep,
Two F's.
steep
Cliff.
cliff, two F's. Yeah, cliff.
It's not C. Well, I've seen people, and I've seen people spell it, and I started to say highly educated people, but I don't really. I mean, they came across as like,
Oh no.
decently educated. Would spell it with a T.
Yep.
Clift. Clift.
Cliff.
I'm like, a cleft is in your palate. A
Yeah, it's a
cliff
cleft palate.
with two
I'll be
F's.
right back.
Yeah.
I got to run in and grab a charger for the phone.
Sure.
Yep. I just hit like 20%. I'll be right back.
All right. All right. Hey, even after the bourbons, I can still spell. Yay. Cheech. We are on steep cliff. It is for 20 entries to the quarterly drawing. Yep, cleft palate, not cliffed. Sheep cliff. Yeah.
There we go.
All right.
ain't
Well,
gonna
there's
die
the
before we
alarm. I'm
get
going to
off.
let this go just a little bit longer. And then this is where we get into the time of the night where I put plus 20, plus 20, plus 20.
Sheep cliff.
Let's get one more look at that. It's,
Hey,
yeah,
Cheech.
there it
Cheers,
is.
brother.
That's a good little cement wall they have built up there around that
Mm.
curve.
Well, it's a slight deterrent.
Yeah. All right. Does everybody have steep cliff in yet? Hopefully.
Yep.
Because
Oh, I don't.
we are about to share this screen. 14 entries. Here we go. Good luck, everybody. 20 entries to the quarterly drawing. And that's Lori.
Nice.
All right. Lori made out like a bandit tonight.
Yeah.
That's going to remove that entry. Should, anyway. I put it to remove on, like if I repeat spins.
Yeah.
Big Daddy H, that's plus 20. See, this is that time of night.
Mm-hmm.
There it is.
Everybody get
Hey,
20.
it's like Oprah. You get 20. You get 20.
Come on, RB. Come on.
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth gets 22.
Plus 20.
Dang, I
Everybody
should have put
getting
in for this
20.
one. I'll have to do that next time.
Well, it may land on Gawani. Is he still here? Oh, I see Gawani. Whiskey Uncensored. That's
There's Ben.
plus 20.
Plus 20
Oh,
for
wow.
Ben.
He won way up there. Plus 20. And Jimmy plus 20. We're gonna land on You Knows Bro here in a minute.
I think we're landing on everybody.
Well, we kind of are here at this point. But I know You Knows Bro has not won one yet. There's Gawani plus 20. See, look at that. Man.
My goodness. Heck,
Why
cleaned up
can't
tonight.
why can't it give one to Slapshot?
I know. Or Sugar Kitty.
I'll tell you what, this wheel has been crappy to Slapshot's Roadhouse. There's Tater Dom. And there's my warning alarm. But we're still, well, I might as well just put plus 20 by everybody.
Yep.
We're down to 7 entries left. If it lands on me again, though, that's just it. We don't. The only one of them. Kathy Bates. Did she? Oh, yeah, there it is.
Yep.
All right. There's that. Now we're down to 6. Here we go. We're going to land on you. We're going to land on you. Sugar Kitty.
There's Sugar Kitty for 20.
Oh, that's the first one.
Oh, it's the first one you've won?
Uh-huh.
Oh, well, heck.
Holy moly.
Finally put this giveaway to the end.
That's Sugar Kitty. That's it. Why would that wheel not land? $20. Oh, yeah, you can. You can. You knows, bro. You know what I'm going to write in? I'm going to circle that
About
20 from Kathy Bates. And I'm going to write in You Knows Bro.
There we go. Very nice of you there, Kathy Bates.
There.
Sexy voice.
I have it done. You know, bro gets Kathy's 20 entries
Excellent.
on that last one. I have it marked. Let it be written. Let it be so, or whatever that is.
Well, I have went on to a baby bear, one of these Mexican ones.
Oh, the Clamato.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
only this
guys,
big.
yep, it's been real and it's been fun and it's actually been real fun.
Yep, I agree. I like
We have
the slideshows.
we have a few more weeks until the halfway mark giveaway. We are starting to build up those entries on there. We have several people in on that right now. But we are going to go on ahead and sign off here tonight because I try to keep these things at an hour and 45 consistent. So peace, love, and bourbon, guys.